Welcome back to Albums Born Today, where we delve into the history behind albums celebrating their release. It's May 14th, 2024. Let's explore what the past has in store for us today. Everybody Knows This Is Nowhere is the second studio album by Canadian-American musician Neil Young, released on May 14th, 1969. After the release of his self-titled debut album in 1968, Neil Young sought to find a more raw and energetic sound. Dissatisfied with the polished production of his first album, Young wanted to create music that was more in line with his live performances. He found the perfect collaborators in Crazy Horse, a band he discovered while attending a gig at the Whiskey A Go Go in Los Angeles. The album was recorded in just 2 weeks at Wally Heider Recording in Hollywood, California. The quick recording process captured the raw, unrefined energy that Young was aiming for. The chemistry between Young and Crazy Horse was immediate, and their collaboration resulted in a sound that blended rock, country, and folk in a way that was both innovative and deeply rooted in Americana traditions. The album opens with Cinnamon Girl, a song that would become one of Young's most famous tracks, known for its catchy riff and straightforward rock appeal. Other standout tracks include Down by the River and Cowgirl in the Sand, both of which are extended jams that showcase Young's improvisational skills and Crazy Horse's ability to lock into a groove. These songs are noted for their raw, emotional intensity and have become staples of Young's live performances. Lyrically, the album explores themes of love, loss, and existential yearning. The title track, Everybody Knows This Is Nowhere, captures a sense of disillusionment and a desire to escape from the superficialities of modern life. The album was a commercial success, peaking at number 34 on the Billboard 200 chart. It has since been certified platinum by the RIA. Everybody Knows This Is Nowhere is considered a landmark album in Neil Young's career. It marked the beginning of his fruitful collaboration with Crazy Horse, a partnership that would yield many more classic albums and help define his sound. The album's raw energy, emotional depth, and innovative approach to rock music have cemented its status as a timeless classic and a major influence on subsequent generations of musicians. High Voltage is the debut studio album by the Australian rock band ACDC. There are actually two versions of the album, the original Australian release from 1975 and the international version released in 1976. Both versions mark significant points in the band's early career, showcasing their raw energy and establishing their signature sound. The original, High Voltage, was recorded over 10 days in November 1974 at Albert Studios in Sydney. The album was produced by Harry Vanda and George Young, the older brother of ACDC guitarists Angus and Malcolm Young. Vanda and George Young were members of the 1960s Australian rock band the Easy Beats and brought significant experience and a clear vision for ACDC's sound. The Australian version of High Voltage features a mix of hard rock and blues-influenced tracks, characterized by Angus Young's frenetic guitar riffs, Bon Scott's raspy vocals, and a driving rhythm section. Notable tracks include Baby, Please Don't Go, a cover of the blues standard, and She's Got Balls, the first song Bon Scott wrote with the band. The themes range from playful to raucous, reflecting the band's rebellious spirit and raw energy. Released on February 17, 1975, the album was a success in Australia, helping ACDC gain a strong local following. The international version of High Voltage was a compilation of tracks from the original Australian High Voltage and their second Australian album, TNT. This version was also produced by Harry Vanda and George Young and recorded at Albert Studios. The decision to combine tracks from both albums was made to introduce ACDC's music to a broader audience outside of Australia. The international High Voltage includes several of ACDC's early classics, such as It's a Long Way to the Top, If You Want to Rock and Roll, featuring Bon Scott playing bagpipes, and TNT, with its anthemic chorus and explosive energy. Other tracks like Live Wire and High Voltage highlight the band's powerful blend of rock and roll swagger and hard rock intensity. High Voltage is now seen as a crucial stepping stone in AC/DC's journey to becoming one of the most iconic rock bands in history. The album's raw sound, high-energy performances, and memorable riffs laid the foundation for the band's future success and have influenced countless rock musicians. Little Queen is the second studio album by the American rock band Heart, released on May 14, 1977. Following the success of their debut album, Dreamboat Annie, Heart found themselves in a contentious situation with their record label, Mushroom Records. The label attempted to capitalize on the success of Dreamboat Annie by releasing a premature and unauthorized album titled Magazine, without the band's approval. Heart took legal action against Mushroom Records to block the release, arguing that the album was unfinished and subpar. During this period, Heart signed with Portrait Records, a subsidiary of CBS. The legal battle over Magazine was eventually settled, allowing the band to focus on creating new music for their second official release with Portrait Records. Heart began recording Little Queen in 1976 at K. Smith Studios in Seattle, Washington. The album was produced by Mike Flicker, who had also worked on Dreamboat Annie. The sessions were characterized by a sense of urgency and determination, as the band was eager to prove themselves and move past the legal wrangling with Mushroom Records. Little Queen showcases Heart's signature blend of hard rock and folk influences, with powerful vocals, intricate guitar work, and a mix of acoustic and electric instrumentation. The album's themes revolve around love, mysticism, and female empowerment, reflecting the Wilson sisters' lyrical depth and musical versatility. Barracuda is the album lead single and one of Heart's most iconic songs. With its aggressive guitar riff and in Wilson's powerful vocals, Barracuda was a defiant response to the band's frustrations with the music industry, particularly the sexist treatment they had experienced. Little Queen the title track features a blend of rock and folk elements, with Nancy Wilson's acoustic guitar playing and Wilson's commanding vocal performance. Kick It Out is a high-energy rock track that showcases the band's ability to deliver catchy and themic songs with a rebellious edge. Love Alive is a more introspective and atmospheric song, featuring lush acoustic arrangements and a mystical vibe. The album was a commercial success, peaking at number 9 on the Billboard 200 chart and eventually achieving multi-platinum status. Little Queen remains one of Heart's most beloved and influential albums. It captures the band's resilience and artistic vision during a challenging period and features some of their most memorable and enduring songs. The album's blend of hard rock and folk influences, along with the Wilson sisters' dynamic performances, continues to resonate with fans and musicians alike. Combat Rock is the fifth studio album by the British punk rock band The Clash, released on May 14, 1982. By the early 1980s, The Clash had already established themselves as one of the leading voices in punk rock with their politically charged lyrics and eclectic musical influences. Their previous album, Sandinista, was an ambitious triple album that showcased a wide range of styles, from punk to reggae to dub and beyond. However, the band faced criticism for its sprawling length and perceived lack of focus. Combat Rock was recorded in late 1981 and early 1982 at Ear Studios in London and Electric Lady Studios in New York City. The initial sessions were produced by the band themselves, but as the recording process progressed, they brought in Glyn Johns, a veteran producer known for his work with the Rolling Stones, The Who, and Led Zeppelin, to help refine the sound and complete the album. Topper Headon played a crucial role in the album's creation, contributing not only his drumming skills but also playing a significant part in the songwriting and production. However, his heroin addiction was becoming a significant issue, leading to tensions within the band. Combat Rock blends punk rock with a variety of other genres, including funk, reggae, jazz, and hip-hop, reflecting the band's willingness to experiment and evolve their sound. The album addresses themes such as war, politics, and societal issues, maintaining the Clash's reputation for politically and socially conscious lyrics. Should I Stay or Should I Go is one of the Clash most famous songs, written and sung by Mick Jones. It features a catchy, straightforward rock sound and became a massive hit, later reaching number 1 in the UK when re-released in 1991. Rock the Casbah is written by Topper Headon. This song combines a danceable beat with politically charged lyrics. It became a major hit in the US and remains one of the band's most recognizable songs. Straight to Hell is a haunting track with atmospheric production and lyrics addressing the plight of Vietnamese children fathered by American soldiers. It showcases the band's ability to tackle serious subjects with emotional depth. Combat Rock was released on May 14, 1982, and became the band's most commercially successful album. It reached number 2 on the UK Albums Chart and number 7 on the Billboard 200 in the US. The singles Should I Stay or Should I Go and Rock the Casbah received heavy airplay and contributed to the album's success. The success of Combat Rock was bittersweet for The Clash. Internal tensions, particularly between Joe Strummer and Mick Jones, escalated during the subsequent tour. Additionally, Topper Headon's drug addiction led to his dismissal from the band shortly after the album's release. By 1983, the band was in disarray, and Mick Jones was also fired, leading to a significant lineup change. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content. Feel free to leave your thoughts and suggestions in the comments below. Keep the music alive, and we'll see you in the next video.